So what does a child need after the separation has occurred? They need to maintain their relationship with each parent. They need to be connected in to each parent, and very often that can create difficulties. I meet a lot of people where after the separation one parent is hurt, and I often use that Buddhist expression, hurt people hurt other people. So very often somewhere along the line the child can get involved in that. It's so important, for the sake of your child, put your differences aside and recognise that the child's needs need to be met around maintaining and supporting a relationship with the parent. The child has had a lot of change, maybe with one parent leaving the home, so it's so important that there really are no more changes, because they're just trying to manage that change. So if it's possible, no change of school, no change of address, minimal disruption is what's recommended. Lots of reassurance in the early days is so important. And ironically, children can blame themselves, so make sure that the child knows that it is not their fault. Is there a positive way to separate? Yeah, there certainly is. Time and time again when parents come to me, we often talk about a couple of different things that they find very helpful. And one is around communication and boundaries. It's so important that when you've made that separation from the other parent, that you communicate respectfully with each other, for the sake of your child, that you encourage and support each other as far as you can, that there's flexibility on both sides. That may be difficult to do and there may be hurt involved. If that is the case, I would recommend that you seek support from, maybe sit down with a mediator and put together a parenting plan that needs to be reviewed on an ongoing basis for the sake of your child. The emotional side of a separation is one that we really have to mention. It's emotional for you and it's emotional for the child. Very often when people come to me, they can be talking about maybe a child's behaviour, but actually the child's behaviour is about how the child feels. And some of the time the child needs an outlet. They need somewhere to go with the hurt or the disappointment that maybe daddy's not at home anymore. And who else can they go to if not the parent? But that's so hard for the parent because she may be managing all her own stuff. So going back to the importance of the parent minding the parent, at this time a parent really does need to find support for herself, because it's only in finding support for herself that she then can be able to support the child in the way that they need. So that when the child comes and says, I'm sad that I'm not seeing my dad, that you don't have to fix it. But it really is so important that you can sit with that child and you can kind of hold them in their disappointment, maybe saying something like, you're sad, and nearly echo back the child's feeling. Tell me about it. I was really looking forward to seeing him today. I hear that. And what is it that you really like to do with your dad? And just so the child has an opportunity to express how they feel around their disappointment. And it helps them process the feeling, and then they can actually move out of it, move past it, and move beyond it. Where if that child doesn't have somebody to go to, they do suppress it and they repress it, and those feelings build up over time. And then you see these out of the blue tsunami outbursts and you wonder, where did that come from? That's where it came from. So do, at an emotional level, get the support for yourself so that you can support your child's emotional side of things during and after the separation.